It's warm in here right now. I'm sweaty. I don't like it. I guess maybe not quite sweaty. Maybe more just uncomfortable. The temperature is uncomfortable. How dare it be uncomfortable, right? Oh, he's no longer laying in it. My work computer goes up here when I'm working, like it's in this area. And so I kicked the blanket down onto their cat bed. But then he was like in front on top of it when I finished working. He looks to be gone somewhere else, which is fine. Let's see. We have that up. We're gonna be playing part 2 today. Or not part 2, but this is part 2 of Call of Cthulhu. We are starting on chapter 7. I do believe is where we left off. We left off on 7. And we're gonna try to finish 4 chapters today. Yeah, right? I finished. So, yeah. So we're starting chapter 7 today, and we should be going through chapter 10. And as soon as we get to 11, that's when we'll end stream, and that will be for the next one. Be nice. You wanna know something weird I found out? Is that showing people this controller when I have what is it? The color thing on, it watch. Hey, look at my cool controller, isn't it pretty? That's not the colors. Oh, look at me. I'm looking all blue. Why am I all blue? Because I showed you my yellow controller. And it was all like, hey, the white balance, the white balance. we're fine now. So, found that out because I was trying to show someone my yellow controller. Because I was like, I love this one. This is my new controller. Oh, the colors are wrong. Like, every single time I show that controller now. If I have the color thing on. If I don't have the color thing on, then it's like, then you guys, you'll be fine. But it kind of turns itself on. I turn it off and then it turns itself on, and I'm like, whatever. Why am I gonna fight it? Why am I gonna fight it? I totally forgot to open. Mix it up, bot. I need mix it up, but the bot open. The bot open. There we go. Just like if someone says hi and I'm like super focused, like it calls my attention. To chapter 7 we go. Nameless bookstore. The Shambler turned out to be much more than an artwork painted by Sarah Hawkins. As a huge creature came out of the painting to attack Pierce. After a hard fight, the detective managed to send it back into the painting. He later discovered that the dagger he used to repel the creature had been sold to Sanders by a man named Algernon Drake, owner of the Nameless bookstore. Pierce decides to pay the library a visit. How long was my last YouTube stream? We had just played.
Where's the bookseller?
4 hours? Okay. We will need to find the bookseller. Okay. Where are we?
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
The pastor declared himself to be the prophet. He renounced God and worshipped a strange pagan entity with monstrous appearance. His wife tried to reason with her husband, but in vain. He was convinced that he must listen to this voice in his head because it holds the truth. In the 19th century, as the American whaling industry reached its peak in the rest of the world, whales gradually disappeared from the water surrounding Darkwater. This phenomenon appears even more mysterious because up till then the region was a favored refuge for the cetaceans. In 1847, after months of pursuit, Scylla returned support with gigantic creature on board. Its crew asserts that the sea monster had eaten all the disappeared whales. After a night of ferocious combat, the survivors managed to drag the beast onto the whaling ship. Do they ever show what the beast looks like? Oh, that's a whale. I was like, what the fuck? A Puritan colony, led by Reverend John Wickwood, settled on the island during the 17th century. They named the island Darkwater because of the dark shades of the sea. They believed it was because of the peculiar colors of the rocks surrounding the island. They erected the first building, among which were the Hawkins Manor, the church, and the cemetery. The rare documents and handwritten notes they left spoke of nightmares and deviant behaviors. They disappeared at the beginning of the 18th century. Whoa! Welcome in. We are in a library, or a bookstore. Currently, we are the only one in the bookstore.
The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion.
These Tibetan writings are at the origin of the esoteric movement founded by Helena Blavatsky at the end of the 19th century. The creator of Theosophy would have drawn extensively on the text of this work, but no one has ever been able to consult them. They didn't exist. This book, discovered in the nameless bookstore in Darkwater, could be such a fake as irrefutable proof of Blavatsky's sincerity. Nobody wants to die. You're downloading it now. You're gonna have so much fun, aren't you? Read the book.
What does this strange book contain? This book contains unholy knowledge.
This collection catalogs and classifies creatures that I had never heard of. Divinities from the stars, creatures capable of traveling from one dimension to another. It presents itself as the reference book on the bestiary of the myth. Without giving details on the mythology to which it refers, pages are covered with phantasmagorical illustrations. Ooh, we got occult knowledge. I wonder if that's bad.
What
Hello?
here?
Is there anything here before I start reconstructing? The least that can be said about this book is that its title is well conceived. The illustrations of human anatomy and dissection methods presented are illustrated in great detail. You have to have a strong heart or the detachment proper to doctors consult these pages. Okay. Cutting it very fine.
Let's start over. Where did they break in from? Blood. Seemed like amateur work.
Okay. They hurt themselves before they came in.
Someone tall left this footprint. A man, probably.
Barefoot? And hurt? Why are they barefoot?
This burglar seems to be rather clumsy.
Yeah, they do. That's for sure. Ooh, we got multiple.
What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work? What killed all these animals?
It's so gross. Okay, occult symbol.
What the? Charles Hawkins? Looks like the symbol rejected Hawkins. Where did I see it? What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess?
Oh!
Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe. Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
No, we have to hold it longer.
Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
If somebody finds these memoirs, there will be no doubt that I'm in serious troubles. My last and only hope is that my body and bones are still in this plane of reality in order that they be recovered and burned. The funeral urn must be given to my dear mother if she is still of this world. The following message is of capital importance. Whoever reads these lines and demonstrates acuity as sharp as mine can hope to gain access to my most precious possessions. It lies within my safe, and the clues to the combination are to be found in 3 cylinders, each hidden where life and study combines in the Greek world. Each cylinder is numbered, even if, as the celebrated author says, order is the pleasure of reason, but the disorder is the delight of the imagination. Indeed, despite my preference for organized chaos, I must admit that reason usually prevails in the end. If by chance a person, or I should say a genius, was to match my intellect and find the combination of the safe, I would ask that they deliver its contents into the safekeeping of my friend and colleague, Professor Armitage and Miskatonic University. The content of the safe is not only a vast digest of knowledge, but also a weapon that is far too dangerous for it to fall into the wrong hands. I hope that you will be able to appreciate the danger that this represents and that you will act accordingly. In any event, I will neither be there to guide you nor to suffer from your actions.
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
Seems so.
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
This key that bears the Elder Sign is the only one able to protect your psyche. It is in the form of a cylindrical medallion, hanging at the end of a heavy chain. Does it have like a clock in it? Hundreds of years ago, the star and the branch, whose purpose is to push back the forces of the great old ones, were engraved at its center. Everything points to it being Charles Hawkins that tore it from its last owner, an Egyptian antique dealer. In press cuttings that mention the misdemeanor, the date of the robbery coincides with the last of the Hawkins trips to Cairo. It remains to be seen whether he knows of the true purpose of the artifact. Try to find it. Okay. We need some combination. Oh my god, look at all these books.
Arkham editions. Never heard of him.
Seven.
How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham editions. Arkham editions. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham editions. Arkham editions.
Arkham editions. Arkham editions. Arkham editions.
Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
Arkham edition. Arkham edition.
A kind of chalice.
Seems to be made of gold and decorated with real precious stones. Ooh, do we get to play chess?
Things are not looking good.
Oh, he told me it's not looking good.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny.
Okay, so the first one.
Drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
So, if the Grail...
The chalice of knowledge.
So... Trying to control it any other way, but there isn't. So, I mean, it has 5 rubies. And then the white...
The Queen has little protection.
Is this supposed to give me a number? I don't know chess enough to know what the number is, if it gives me an S.
The Queen has little protection.
Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Volume 9. Volume 9.
What did Drake say about this collection?
Volume 9.
Drake talked about a particular... So these are the volumes that... What did Drake say about this collection?
7.
Drake talked about a particular...
8.
So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about. What did Drake say about this
That's
collection?
4. But...
Drake talked about a particular
6.
volume. So these are the volumes that
Here it
Drake was
is.
talking about in his message.
Opera in 8 acts by Benvenuto Cietti Brogdegera. An infamous lyrical work published by Italy in 1768. It is said that the opera was performed only once, resulting in an audience riot that left several dead and missing. This volume is part of the Arkham anthology. Okay. Performed only once.
The Queen has little protection.
I don't know what it is. let's see, 5, 4, 1? No. So for the last one, the only one I'm not sure. So for the first one, I went with like the rubies. How many rubies is on the cup? And it looks to be
of knowledge.
only 5 red ones. Unless I want to count the blue. Do they make up a specific motif? What do you think this one is? It's like cut, it's like broken on this side. Yeah, there's only 5 rubies. I mean, we can listen to them again.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
I mean, the play was only done once. Unless you think like the number is 9, the middle number. Do you think the middle number could be 9? I don't know if I'm like... So we can also maybe count the black ones, but there's only 4 white left. But it is surrounded by 3.
The Queen has little protection.
There's only like 3 left outside of the Queen. Was it...
What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that... What did Drake say about this collection?
Hey, where was the book?
Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking... What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his... What did Drake say about this collection?
That's 8.
Drake talked about a particular volume.
5, 6, 7, 8. Oh wait.
So
did I look at the wrong one?
That Drake was talking about in his...
That's
what
3.
Did Drake say about this collection?
1.
Drake talked about a particular volume.
Is there 2
So
of the
these
same
are the
book?
volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection? Drake talked about a particular volume.
That's
So
4.
these are the volumes that Drake was talking about in his message. What did Drake say about this collection?
Everything, yeah.
Drake talked about a particular volume. So these are the volumes that Drake was talking
This
about
is
in his
9.
message.
Okay. I'm like, what the fuck is going on with these books? Also known as the Nightmare Lyrics, this collection of poems was essentially received when first published in 1908. Derby was only 18 years old. This volume is part of the Arkham anthology. The Nightmare Lyrics? Maybe... the middle one should be 9. No, wait, that's the last one is 9. I figured it out. It was 3 protection for the queen, book 9, and then it was the 5 jewels. We figured it out. We figured it out. Sees us. Ooh. Oh, we're on the chapter 8 already. We're only not even 30 minutes in. We're gonna have a short stream today. In the nameless bookstore, Pierce traced the trail of the attempted burglary. He discovered that Charles Hawkins was behind the attempt. Pierce opened the bookseller's safe to find what the latter and Sarah Hawkins had hidden there. A book covered in human skin lied inside. Irresistibly attracted the detective, he opened it. His mind was projected into another body. Now we're back to the Riverside Institute.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy. He specifically asked us not to bother him when that's the case.
Oh, of course. I'll see what I can do. Mr. Blake, can you hear me? I'm Dr. Colden. We'll take care of you.
There's nothing we can do. I tried talking to him. He's catatonic.
Did you inject him with a tranquilizer?
No, Doctor. Not me, not anyone. Our stock is empty yet again.
Again? But there was enough for the whole island.
More and more people are suffering from insomnia. We can't refuse to help.
Of course.
Any idea what this man might be undergoing?
Very well. I'll examine him. Severe malnutrition. Swollen abdomen with traces of petechia. Doesn't seem like an edema. Slight protuberances seem to indicate the presence of a foreign body.
Foreign body?
His skin shows abnormal loss of color and seems dried out. He's totally dehydrated.
Is it dry?
His fingertips and toes seem to feature a slight ring under the skin. Tender at the touch. Slightly sticky.
She doesn't look that dry.
30-year-old subject. Severe hypothermia. Erythematous papules around the eyes and eardrums. Necrosed palpebral tissue. Lord, this smell.
So, Doctor, an opinion?
I'm not sure I have the necessary knowledge to treat this man.
Don't say that. You're our most worthy doctor after Dr. Fuller.
Some of his symptoms are beyond my comprehension.
What did you find?
He has something in his belly.
Did you examine his abdomen? It would seem there's something inside.
He hasn't eaten in days. Are you certain it's not an edema?
No. Can't you recognize an edema? Pushing with your finger won't leave a trace. And look at these bumps.
It's not like he could be pregnant.
Whatever it is, this man has something inside him that shouldn't be there. We should operate on him at once.
Dr. Fuller said not to worry, that the edema would go away by itself.
You know, I'm not sure Dr. Fuller is telling the truth. In spite of the muscle contractions, his arms seem limp.
Yes. They can't have decalcified, not at this rate.
And yet, if there is a bone in this arm, it's softer than that of a newborn baby. What about his cranium?
It's soft at the touch. It does seem like the skull of a baby.
Skull of a
Look at these
baby.
sticky rings growing at his fingertips. What can be happening?
I'm sure you'll find an explanation. You have to.
I see signs of hypodermoclysis, but he's still dehydrated. When was his last IV?
He's constantly under perfusion. I've even gone beyond the recommended dose to no avail. And
Really?
you won't believe me, but when we bathed him earlier,
He seemed to feel better?
yes, like he needs an aquarium, not a perfusion. But that doesn't explain his condition.
I almost don't believe it myself, but these symptoms are not those usually associated with the human species.
Ooh.
What do you mean?
We're going
Don't tell
straight
me
from
you believe in
mutation?
extraterrestrials.
No. This poor man is from our world, all right. But his body is undergoing unnatural mutations.
No
And
way.
this transformation is killing him. His body simply can't cope.
Where could he have gotten such an infection?
I pray that it's not here.
Dr. Colden, may I know what you're doing to my patient?
What I'm doing? How about what you've done to him?
Let us calm down, my dear Marie. I don't appreciate your tone, nor your insinuations. I've done to him what I do to all my patients, provide him with the best available care.
Your imagination is without limit. It's your homemade drug again, is it not? Those people are not your guinea pigs.
There, there.
Look how
What
he's like
have you
moving.
seen to put you in such a state?
These symptoms are worrisome. I've never seen anything like this. You're turning him into a monster!
These are alarming symptoms. If we don't act, he'll die.
Do you believe that? I'm not as convinced, you see. I even think this man has a strong chance of completely healing from his ailments.
You
No,
sure?
doctor. This patient isn't himself anymore. He's dying.
Really? What do you mean by isn't himself?
He's changing. His physical characteristics, they are more animal than human now.
Fascinating. An animal, you say? Could you be more precise? Cephalopod, perhaps?
This amuses you.
Your reaction does. I know your thirst for knowledge, Doctor. It's your innocent worries for this man that have you overreacting.
For this man, and the others whose medical files you've been hiding.
I have to protect my discovery. These people owe me their life, but the world isn't ready yet. It will be, in time.
I will not let you do this.
You disappoint me, Marie, but I still have hope you'll one day share my point of view. In the meantime, take care of your own patients and try not to forget who you're dealing with.
Forget.
Was that a threat? What did he mean?
It was a warning. Dr. Fuller is this institution's founder and one of our profession's most influential voices. My word is of no weight against his. If I
Hiccups.
continue to protest, I will only ruin my reputation and career.
It's scandalous. Can't we do anything? Is there no evidence of his crimes?
Oh, that evidence exists. I'm sure of it. I need to find the missing medical files.
And where would you find those? In his office. What if you get caught?
I'd rather not think about that.
We're gonna dig
I'm
around.
counting on your discretion.
Of course, Doctor. You can count on me. I'll keep Mum.
She kept so mum, her lips disappeared.
An unknown medicine. Judging by the other ones, it causes heavy side effects.
What are you doing? What are you looking at? Nothing? Okay.
This place draws you in and never lets you go.
Ooh, we are back here. Oh, and this is back when I had
Chronic
more people.
insomnia, like half the island.
Doctor, please. My chest.
Your chest?
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation. Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
Look at his feet, though. He looks fucked up.
Hay fever. What's he doing here?
The whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
What did you see there?
Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
Really?
And that's how you broke your back.
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out. I'll just sleep a bit more.
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
I'll just sleep a bit more.
Okay, you have no more to tell me? Fine.
Why did nobody tell me about her admission?
The file describes the state in which Irene Sanders entered the Riverside Institute, as well as the treatments administered to her. Fuller added a handwritten note. He recommends to take her down to the psychiatric wing in order to provide her with the quiet rest that she needs.
Mrs. Sanders? She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable. Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
Was he really?
What is the boiler room key doing here? The key to the boiler room. Not where I expected to find it. Intoxication from breathing organic vapors.
Really? His feet look fucked up also.
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
So many people. They can't sleep.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I'm going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. His binds left bloody wounds.
Yeah.
He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling.
So, Doctor, what should we do with this patient?
Those basement brutes tied him up too tight and now he's hurt.
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but he reopens them.
Do you have a diploma as a nurse?
Excuse me?
So take care of this man.
Oh, that was like, oh wow. Do you have a diploma? Take care of this man. We're whining.
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
Hi,
Watch
sir.
out for the water, Doctor.
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
Do they really? Yeah, that was the guy that was hurt.
It's a quiet little town.
Is it?
Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but
He wanted more for himself, but you know.
I don't get why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course. Why?
Tell me your symptoms.
I have headaches, and I can't sleep.
Do you suffer from insomnia?
No. Look, I don't want you to laugh at me.
Ethan,
But what?
if you don't trust me, then who?
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night. It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
Actually, you're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh, there's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
Dr. Colden.
Just Dr. Colden.
Where did my fiancée go? I hope those nutcases will stop burdening her with work.
Sorry, but nobody can take anything until I finish the inventory.
Okay.
In theory, this is where we hang the key to the boiler room. Dr. Fuller always keeps his key with him.
Thank you for your help, Doctor.
Thank you. I'll be going.
Why was there a conversation
This
option there?
man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
Edward Pierce.
Dr. Colden.
I'll be going.
This lady has something more she could potentially tell us. I think we just need to find more information.
The The operating room is never accessible after an operation. Let's hope I can go through the administration office. I don't have any business in the boiler room.
Everyone's feetsies are looking a little beat
You're
up.
pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch Donovan?
We've been waiting to be restocked for weeks.
Talk, you naughty girl. And the
doses prescribed by Fuller are far too high.
answer is no. You can imagine that she doesn't dare say a thing. That silly goose lets herself be trodden on.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I
A
didn't make this
witch?
up. And I'm the one who pays.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because,
Wow.
as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Temperamental. This place is kind of a mess. Did they go in these restraints? What is this? To watch people bathe? I have questions I don't think I want answered. Okay, dictionary.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do. Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
Oh, cut off the water. But we know where the boiler key is.
Dr. Colden.
I'll be going.
Still nothing.
Dr. Colden?
Did you help the person?
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
Boiler room was here.
can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
What do you mean, a tool?
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Tool. Monkey wrench. I don't know how that made it easier, but whatever.
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion. It's temperamental, if I understand correctly.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
Okay. They're distracted.
At last. The missing files must be hidden here. The Stendhal syndrome. Of course. This is where Fuller found his diagnosis for Francis Sanders. Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
Okay. So this one only... That one moves by, like, 2.
I've unlocked something.
Ooh.
Patient files. I was right.
Okay. And Sarah Hawkins.
Conclusions. Session number 17. Patient? Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the illusory nature of what she calls the mythos. It goes without saying that these peculiar delusions are the price that comes with her exceptional gifts.
There's a shoe in here.
Why is Ethan on medication? This finger belonged to a woman. Why keep it here?
So weird.
Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
At First, I presumed that her blood was the key. But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
Is this the mysterious medicine
Poor
again?
souls downstairs and not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came, irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later. I am prepared.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement. When all the fuss about the Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings. In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
Remain hidden in plain sight?
Sarah Hawkins is the connection. I must go back to the basement. I should go another way.
Okay. Said we're going to the basement?
The operating room is never accessible after an operation.
Do you know where the basement is? Is it this way? Ooh, high security unit. Will we get in trouble down here? There's so much blood.
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
We walked right into him. Right into him.
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Turn around. Slowly.
Wah!
Talk, filthy thief. Oh, I swear I'll shoot.
You're not a killer. It was Charles Hawkins. I've done nothing wrong. You're going to regret this. It was Charles Hawkins.
To look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead.
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will. What
His?
did it show you?
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Colden. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait. No one knows the occult better than me. You might need my help.
Okay, sure.
All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go! Rescue the doctor!
Thank you, Drake.
Oh, look at, we're zooming and the tires are so thin. Get that crow. We finished another chapter. The book projected Pierce into the body of Dr. Colden. The detective watched helplessly as Bradley's friend carried out her inquiry. Confronted with the experiments of Fuller, she got into his office and discovered that the director of the Riverside Institute was hiding information on, if not the body of, Sarah Hawkins. But she was discovered by Fuller. Pierce must save her before it's too late.
I pray that Colden is really here and alive.
The Diary of Reverend Wickwood's wife. Her husband John built the first Hawkins home, called Hilltop, at the end of the 17th century. They were among the first white colonists of the island. The previous inhabitants disappeared mysteriously 3 centuries earlier.
What the... Fuller, too.
Everyone's on sleeping pills, and we're unlocking trophy after trophy. Yes. This collection catalogs and classifies creatures that I had never heard of. Divinities from the stars, creatures capable of traveling from one dimension to another. It presents itself as the reference book on the bestiary of the myth, without giving details on the mythology. That's like the 3rd one. We already read the first 2.
What does that mean?
Bunch of nurses, him in the center. Okay, that leaves me one door.
Right. Enough time wasted. Colden needs me. I must find her.
I wanted to see him about something. You know how he hates to be interrupted when he's operating. Moreover, I don't know who
Just curious if it's gonna let me go anywhere else, or if it's like railroading me right now. I think we're being railroaded. That's fine. Oh, sir.
No! My God, what is happening to me?
What's that? Okay. Very interesting book. Aimed at a wide public, demonstrates how non-recognized science has influenced modern medicine. Magnetism, grandmother secrets, Chinese acupuncture, hypnosis, herbal medicine, alchemy, and many others have contributed to a certain extent to the enrichment of medicine at the beginning of the century. There's no one in here. There's no one in here. What are these symbols?
What was that? It's as if I'd been transported somewhere else.
has changed, but what?
Another book. The pseudoscientific work by Cesare Lombroso correlates an individual's morphology with its criminal predisposition. The seriousness of the study and the accuracy of the demonstration can deceive an uninformed reader. And it? This is like pretty cool, yo. Oh, it's bricked off now. Toilet. Can't go through there. For you? Do I need to switch out my lamp for another one? It's dark. Do I just keep switching the lamps back and forth? That one's like, looks like devil. Something growling. Wait. Are we in here now? This is really weird.
It is trapped you.
Here, let's see. Back to this one. Into the bathroom? It's kind of creepy. He's like freaking out. Is there anything in here for me to like touch or find? No. Can't go that way. Okay. Let's try switching back to the other one again. And then switch. Okay. Let's go grab the other thing. Kind of wonder why we keep going to the other, you know.
surpass you.
We need to go through here. Usually. Unless... Oh no, it is the other way. Think we'll have a jump scare? Why don't you run then if you're getting freaked out? I think there has to be something we need to open. So it was through this way, but then it came around the other side. Oh, we're getting run in circles, yo. Okay, now we need to get the other lamp. So we've opened that door, which opened a way for us, I do believe. I wish we could run. Oh wait, L2. Forgot. I'm so used to pushing the joystick down that when it's like running is like anything else other than like pushing a joystick down. I'm just like, why is it a trigger button and not... You know, Jesus Christ, that was a jump scare right there. I was just chilling and running. I think we do need to go this way.
It looks like things are back to normal.
That jump scare got me. Did you see it? It had me jumping back. I'm like, what? Can I grab the sledgehammer? Because you should totally grab a weapon. It was more that I heard your noise. My leg, huh? I was just running. Literally. Which direction do we need to go? The corridor is endless.
What's going on? It never ends.
If it gets louder, I can't hear it.
Damnation.
Oh, look!
That That's me.
Oh, I'm in here.
Oh, God.
Oh, the room without a door. Hey, dude. Pull out your lamp or something. You're fine.
Pierce, I found her. I finally know what's going on.
What is it?
You must live and find the truth. It is already too late for me.
Colden? What's going on?
I don't know.
A hallucination.
Game's pretty good though.
Please take a seat and be quiet, Mr. Pierce. I'll be with you in a moment.
Stop whatever the hell you're doing and turn around now.
Oh, is she already dead?
No, it can't be.
No! You son of a bitch! What did you do to her?
I wish I could have done more experiments on you, Mr. Pierce.
Shove his head in.
I said, what did you do to her?
You shouldn't be sorry for your friend. You should envy her.
Murderer! This madness must stop!
Shoot him. Uh-oh.
Colden?
They might be a monster now? Or maybe not? Is that our lamp? For safety. Is that a painting of us? Moved. Well, those are limbs. That's gross.
Speak.
Gonna give her the toy?
What is this? Is it...
So those are a lot of dirty pans around her.
Sarah.
Are those art? Are they covered in paint? Or with paint? What is going on?
He gave him the gold and I
The Azure. I don't see him very often anymore. The green is stronger.
Are you feeling ill?
I'm here, but no.
Let's get you out of here.
It comes in my dreams. Our minds melt like colors on a palette.
Come with me.
It's of the oldest green. A violent living, vibrant. The sea green, maybe. No.
Mrs. Hawkins, we must go before someone finds out.
Oh, but he will. He always knows these things when it's about me.
Oh. Should we say the words?
I have seen the same color. It was not as vivid as you said.
A pale copy. A discarded spawn.
Do you know what it was? Tell me.
I can't. We should not call his name. Terrible consequences.
All right. Come with me.
He will know. He will find us.
One more reason to hurry.
Have I seen you before?
Can you walk?
Maybe.
Then let's go before your husband finds us. It was in your studio.
What?
You painted me. That's where you saw me.
Of course. The men in white are coming.
You mean the guards?
This way. Follow me.
What the?
Oh no.
Hey there.
Get him. I guess it doesn't want me to just go that way.
It was in your studio.
What?
You painted me. That's where you saw me.
Of course. The men in white are coming.
You mean the guards?
This way. Follow me.
What the?
Oh no.
Is it forcing, like, as soon as I see them, like, they go, oh no?
It was in your studio.
What?
I don't really see where we need to
That's
go.
where you saw me.
Of course.
Yeah, that's a...
You mean the guards?
The chair.
Follow me.
What the?
Oh no.
Yeah, we needed to go this way. We need to run! Are you running fast enough? Man, she slammed that down silently.
The machine. It's the green. The decaying one.
The gas.
Yes. It's not good for living beings.
We don't have time for that.
I am not moving until the wrong is set right.
Damn it.
Dynamite? What do you need me to touch to have us get out of here? Lady. Oh, just this?
I'd be better off finding a tool.
You sure you need a tool? Poker. What are you gonna do? Poke it?
All right. That should do it. Let's move.
He poked it. Who are you? Oh, it's Mr. Hawkins.
I'm your puppet no more, you bastard!
You're my wife, my wife. You owe me obedience.
No.
Leave her alone. We're leaving this crazy island.
Uh-oh.
You are going nowhere. Don't get between me and my wife.
Ew. Ew, no. Don't get on. No tentacles. That's gross.
Edward! Nobody tells me what to do with my wife.
Poke him. Poke him.
How dare you?
Oh, he's holding my junk. He's holding my junk.
No. Why should I let you take her away when I could snap your neck? All you did for her safety was throwing her in this rat hole. I hid her well enough. You let Fuller play with her. Stop. I did everything I could to protect her. But her identity, her power, is what threatens her. What? Sarah has seen things, has made things you can't even begin to imagine. Would you still save her if I told you that she is even more dangerous than I am?
She has been trapped here for months.
It was her magic. The bookstore. How do you know that? It does not matter.
Are we dead?
Sarah has been in the presence of the myth for too long. Even if she were to leave Darkwater, she would still hear his call. And the Count will always be here, waiting for her. Then we get rid of its members. You are out of your league, detective. They control the whole island. She will finally surrender to his power, and the world will fall with her.
Really?
No one can escape the wheel of destiny, they say. But I will change it. I will save Sarah.
Are you sure? Oh, he got poked. He was speared like a fish. Oh, a flat axe, dude. Violent. After the death of Colden Pierce, victim of hallucination advanced inside the Riverside Institute to the point of discovering Sarah Hawkins alive. Prisoner of Dr. Fuller. The last confrontation between Charles Hawkins and his wife has revealed that the man, under his monstrous appearance, tried to protect her from the influence of the myth. He warned Pierce, if Sarah succumbs to the lure of the occult, she will lose all free will, allowing the cult to bring its plan to fruition. Summon an ancient and evil god. Henceforth, Pierce must know more about Sarah Hawkins' intentions and find a way to protect her.
No parent should have to bury their child, knowing it's me that put him there. The guilt will never go away.
I feel your pain.
I'll do anything to get him back. Anything.
Oh. Those are dangerous words.
My work was what lured me here in the first place. It began showing me things I never should have painted. Things Charles should never have seen.
What am I to you? I took care of you, saved you from your miserable life. You'll never find a man better than me. You owe me.
I owe you nothing. We'll leave now.
You're not going anywhere. You are mine.
Oh. The kid. Did he shove the kid into something? Oh, the kid was like knocked out and so was she, but like... I mean, I think even if you got like knocked out, I think a fire would wake you up if you were on fire. Because I don't think he got enough smoke inhalation that fast. Look. What are they over there? I don't want to wander the place though. Gonna let me free roam the huge place? Oh, look at this. Let me free roam it.
Was Sarah Hawkins telling the truth?
Okay, there's something here. Oh, there's the first.
What kind of ritual was she preparing? Was the painting of the Shambler displayed here? Mrs. Hawkins never told me why she was in possession of the Necronomicon. How did she survive her encounter with the Shambler? How did she react? Was she afraid? Did Charles Hawkins break the lock to enter?
Is there anything else to learn in here? Other than a failed incantation. Are you heading out? What, soccer? I think my nephew just left for soccer.
Damn it. The entrance to the tunnel has been buried following the cave-in. But at least I didn't dream it.
Yeah. Oh, look. I wonder the ship's sails are all facing the wrong direction too here. I think that was the only thing we learned. And we can drink some liquor. Right now we're drinking no liquor.
Mr. Pierce, we were waiting for you.
Good. Sarah doesn't have much time.
What are you doing here?
Did you think I would let you confront the occult without supervision?
This is too dangerous for a bookworm like you.
Algernon, I need to talk to Mr. Pierce.
Very well, Sarah. I will be in Charles Hawkins' office.
You seem different.
Yes. When I woke up this morning, my
did
mind
her
was
finger
sharper.
break?
Cleaner. I can still hear the voice calling me. It is so strong, so ancient, enticing, dangerous. I may never be able to escape his grip, but for now I can keep it at bay. I know what I owe you, Mr. Pierce, but I can't come back to Boston with you.
You and Drake are up to something? It's because of the Wanderer.
You've been friends for a long time, hiding each other's secrets.
I trust him.
What are you planning to do?
I must find it and kill it. I am the only one who can end its slaughter.
No, you will come with me to Boston.
I owe you no obedience.
This isn't about what you want or don't want to do. You would risk destroying the world just because you can't face the consequences of your actions.
I am willing to atone for my sins.
No, you're just trying to erase all proof of the mistakes you've made.
I know what I have done. I will not rest until the creature is sent back to its dimension.
So we all die.
You can't give up, even knowing the stakes.
Yes, thank you.
Still,
Oh,
I won't let you go.
we just pushed her along.
You will stay here until I find a safe way to return to Boston.
That's ridiculous. Listen, Algernon knows of a way to protect me. Help him find what he seeks, and we may all survive this battle.
All right, I'll help you.
Seeing you again. Ah, it's you. I'm here for her, not you.
I don't care why you're here. Your usefulness is the only thing that matters. How do we protect Mrs. Hawkins from the influence of the forces that claim her?
By following Charles Hawkins, that imbecile of a thief, of course.
What do you mean?
He found something. An amulet. The symbol engraved on it could protect Sarah.
Could?
We are dealing with forces that by far surpass what your intellect can process. Feel free to ask me any question regarding the matters that exceed your grasp.
Oh. Valid SAN requirements. Was that my sanity? He sold the dagger to Sanders.
The dagger with the strange sign. Was it you who sold it to Francis Sanders?
If you are referring to the dagger of the ancients, then yes, it was me. Why?
Do you know what he intended to do with it?
Francis was primarily a collector of occult objects. He liked rare items such as the dagger, but I doubt he knew its purpose.
It allowed me to send the creature you call the Shambler back into the painting.
Fascinating. But I am afraid that this might only be short-lived.
You mean that thing could come back?
Ew.
Yes, that is why I am looking for a more permanent solution.
It must never come back. This creature, the Shambler, what is it?
It is a hunter. It travels from one dimension to another to hunt down its prey.
Francis Sanders was one of its victims. How could a creature like that end up in one of Mrs. Hawkins' paintings?
Sarah has an uncommon gift. A connection with entities that live beyond our reality. I doubt that she was aware at the time, but when she painted the picture in a certain way, she called it.
And now it remains in our reality.
Let us say that it uses the painting as a portal into our reality. And we make enticing prey for it.
I mean, it does have a pretty big mouth.
We must find a way of sending it back to where it came from permanently. What is the true nature of the Necronomicon?
I see that you are interested in my precious book. It is the definitive book of knowledge of the occult, Mr. Pierce, written by Abdul al-Hazred. It is the answer to many a question.
That is why it's so highly valued.
Yes, and even though it is a copy, given to me as a gift by Professor Armitage of Miskatonic University, the work remains very powerful.
I understand better why you keep it in a safe. A genius like you must have already found a way to get rid of this creature, yes?
I sense your sarcasm, but it does happen that, yes, I do have a solution. I think I can destroy it, but for that I must approach the creature. And to be able to do so, I need the key to Rie.
Another one of your baubles.
It is no bauble, unbeliever. It is a very powerful protection, able to repel very ancient forces. Much more effective than your cult.
What does it look like?
It is a golden amulet, bearing very ancient inscriptions and an elder sign at its center. A star with an eye in the middle.
I've already seen that sign. Where can we find it?
Therein lies the problem. That foul thief Charles has hidden it somewhere.
Did he?
I found this drawing among his personal effects. I think that it has something to do with the location of the amulet.
I'll follow this lead. You continue searching.
That is what I intend to do. As for you, return here the second you find it. I don't want it to disappear again.
Sketch of a bust. Oh. I think I know where this is. It's not that one. I think it's the one in the alcove. Where we keep waking up. Oh, that one's creepier. There's so many statues here.
How are you, Bradley?
Hi. Bradley, what are you doing here?
It's you, Pierce. I'm just worried about Marie. I mean, Dr. Colden. Have you had any news?
I'm so sorry, Bradley. I could do nothing to save her.
What do you mean? What happened?
I'm not sure what happened. But I found her body in the cellars of Riverside.
You sure that you've got nothing to do with it? If she hadn't tried to help you, she might still be alive.
I'm sorry. Truly.
It's that slug, Fuller. I swear I'll shoot him. What do you say, Pierce? Are you with me?
Oh.
Have no fear, Bradley. Dr. Fuller will not escape the clutches of destiny for long. Sooner or later, he will be judged for what he has done. You just need to have faith.
What are you talking about? What's this story of destiny? No, I'm sorry. I'm not going to wait for some mystical intervention. I'll take care of him. Myself.
We must do something for those who are still alive, Bradley. Sarah is still in danger as long as the cult is active. We need to see this through, otherwise Marie's death will have been in vain.
You're, the voice of reason, Pierce. As always.
Oh, I've not been using all my CP. We can max out investigation. We can also add some more. Let's max out investigation. And then we can add more there. And then... Eloquence. We weren't going for that. Oh, we can reset? No. What was that? Pierce? Oh, his sanity. There's a secret, forgotten secret, sold and terrifying, which is only divulged in the blasphemous page of lost tomes or whispered during forgotten and outlawed rituals. We are not children of Providence. You know the cruel and awful truth, and you have seen the frightening face of reality. Oh, each one of these is like harms our sanity. We were looking for a weirdo bust. And that leads us to the even creepier one. I knew it was all going to lead me back here. That was hidden.
This is the amulet that Drake was looking for.
Oh. Do you want this amulet?
It's
Found
you
it.
again.
I think I've found what we're looking for.
Let me see that. Yes, that's it. It's perfect. We are saved.
I must tell Mrs. Hawkins.
Yes, do that.
How are you ready to leave?
I have it. It's a strange amulet. I hope it will protect you, considering that nothing will help you change your mind.
You must understand, I already went too far.
What have you seen that's so terrible you convinced yourself that you had to risk so much?
I can't tell you now.
This story is going to end badly.
Yes! Chief West is here with Sullivan.
Bradley, you take care of Sarah. I will deal with them.
You sure?
You going
All
to bed? Okay, good night. Good night, Platt. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
I've been hearing about you a lot lately. You seem to enjoy causing trouble.
Nice job, Chief. You got me. Great police work.
You can try to play smart with me all you want, Pierce. Witnesses have identified you as the one who set fire to Riverside.
Witnesses? How convenient. That's not the whole story, is it?
I don't care about your stories. Save them for the judge. You know, us cops, we base our investigation on facts and testimonies. You might want to try that next time.
You bet I will.
Ooh. We're on to chapter 10 now? With the help of Algernon Drake, Pierce has obtained an amulet that is supposed to protect Sarah Hawkins against the evil powers that covet her. The painter told him of her desire to track and kill the dimensional shambler in order to atone for her sins. Before Pierce could stop her, he was arrested by the police.
You know, I've heard a lot about you, Mr. Pierce.
Have you?
All good, I hope.
It appears that you've been involved in a variety of misdemeanors since your arrival on Darkwater. Entering private property twice, aggression, insulting behavior, and to top it all, arson.
No. Truth comes at a cost. He's in no position to lecture me.
Listen, in my line of business, we are obliged to overstep certain limits.
We're not just talking about illegal surveillance. You were being accused of serious crimes.
There's nothing serious in what you've said, and you've got no proof that I started the fire.
Don't you worry. I'll find some.
You're going to waste time and effort on me, while terrible things are happening on this island.
Yeah? So what's going on that I don't know about?
The fire at the Hawkins mansion is just a tree hiding the forest. You contented yourself with the so-called proof that was given to you without asking yourself any other questions.
It may seem odd, but unlike you, we base our investigations on facts, not on vague theories.
And despite all that, you failed to see the truth.
The only truth that I see is that you're finally where you belong, degenerate. Come on, I'll show you to your new residence. I'll be back later to ask you some questions. I hope that you'll make the right choice and confess to everything. It would be as unpleasant for you as it would be for me if I had to adopt more advanced questioning.
I have no doubt about that.
Good night, Mr. Pierce.
Oh, you only get one option?
Mr. Pierce, the truth seeker. We meet at last.
Hello?
Who's there?
Are you peeing on me? Sir, this is gross.
I am the one men named Leviathan.
Hi.
Not because of the scale of my terrestrial form, but as a reminder of the immensity of my knowledge, which I came to share with you, human.
Me? I mean, I can't breathe.
Do not struggle. You will not be able to speak or escape my influence.
Should we let's submit.
Your mind has begun to expand. Your dreams have been gently shepherded by the being they call the Oracle. But it is your curiosity and your faith that have led you up to this moment. You are here to accept the knowledge and follow the path that leads to your freedom. This is an offer that the likes of you, particularly those with such rare characteristics, cannot refuse. The more you bend your human spirit to make it able to receive the truth, the closer you will come to embrace his power. Where is the Oracle, Truth Seeker? Would you like to see her.
Turn the fan up a little bit more. Accept the knowledge.
Is she not the very object of your quest? I'll let you see for yourself. But do not forget, your fate has already been written. Our paths shall cross again, Truth Seeker.
You know the risk, Sarah. If you happen to use your powers again, you may lose more than your life.
It is not about me, but innocent lives. I hope that your sources are reliable.
The bootleggers have the painting. If the dimensional shambler is to appear, he will do it here. The shambler! I knew it!
No! Not again! Algernon, come back!
Is there anything up here? Nothing.
Where is Algernon? And the Shambler?
Someone way over there. I want to check to see if there's anything down here. Absolutely nothing.
No way back.
Dude's dead. Oh, what's that? Oh, just a glint on the rock.
Hey! You can't leave us!
Sorry, old friend, but it's either you or me.
No! What are you... No! Open! Open! Open up! Open this door! It's here.
Is this when Algernon Drake dies?
The beast is within our reach.
Are you sure you want to do it?
Let's go.
Quickly, come with me!
Are we about to fall through?
How do we kill it?
The Shambler can open breaches between dimensions. He uses glyphs as anchors to stay in our world.
Then I must destroy these glyphs.
Exactly.
How can I find him?
I will make the glyphs visible so you can revoke them. By doing so, this zone will be protected by a barrier.
Perfect. Stay inside the shield.
I'll create the protective barrier. Get back inside it as soon as you sense the slightest danger.
I'll never forgive myself for this
The first
painting.
glyph must have appeared somewhere on the floor.
How many are there?
Find that symbol, Sarah. It should react to the light if you use your lamp.
Oh. Excuse me.
The first glyph must have appeared somewhere on the floor.
I'm looking.
Find that symbol, Sarah. It should react to the light if you use your lamp. The first glyph must have appeared somewhere on the floor.
I'm looking. But where?
Find that symbol, Sarah. It should react to the light if you use your lamp.
There it is.
The glyph. I can't move it. Is it acting against me?
The ritual is working. Don't worry, it's just until I ward it off. Oh no, the Wanderer is back.
Oh, he got me.
The first glyph must have appeared somewhere on the floor.
Oh, it kind of glows.
The glyph. I can't move it. Is it acting against me?
The ritual is working. Don't worry, it's just until I ward it off. Oh no, the Wanderer is back. The glyph is...
Woo!
The second symbol has been revealed. You know what you have to do, Sarah.
Okay, we're looking for something that glows. You can kind of see it from a distance. Because it glows like his
The
ring.
second glyph must have appeared. Let's press on. The symbol must be here somewhere. Look closely.
That is what I'm doing.
I'm looking. It's rude. was him.
The second glyph must have appeared. Let's press on.
I'm not seeing a glow of it. Fuck. Oh, there it is.
I need some oil. Where is it?
Woo!
You've startled me, my friend. I have the impression the Shambler is trying to anticipate our actions. The symbol must be here somewhere. Look closely.
That is what I'm doing.
He's getting stronger and more aggressive. If he catches up with you, try blinding him.
Whoop.
Now is when matters get complicated. I must breach the barrier to ward off the creature. You have to lure it in front of me, Sarah. Do you understand? Once it goes after you, I need you to guide it towards me.
Guide it over here. We gotta find the third glyph, though.
We're almost there, Sarah.
Found it.
Only one glyph left to find.
Refill our oil.
Oh no. Release me now. Algernon!
Done. Quickly, bring him towards me.
I'm running.
Well done, Sanity.
Yeah, get in there.
Let's go, Sarah. It's over.
Do you hear something? I can hear him. He calls me.
Sarah! No!
Algernon. My old friend. It's too late.
Must resist! Please! Don't!
Ooh. This is where we end off. Because we're going to finish the last 4 chapters on Thursday. Honestly, if we wanted to do a little bit longer, but I think we'll save the ending until Thursday. We'll save the ending until Thursday. Because, let me look at the number of chapters again. Yeah, 11, 12, 13, 14. We'll do those on Thursday. Dude, the game's it's so good. It's so good. The Call of Cthulhu has been so good. I'm glad I started it. So I love it. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. And lots of crazy shit going on. Man. I literally want more. I want just more. Like, is there? I don't know if the other Call of Cthulhu, like if there's other like other Cthulhu games or anything like that. There probably is more HP Lovecraft games, but it just might not be as good as this one. This one, I think they did a really good job on like where they took it and all that sort of stuff. I think they're doing a good job. And I do believe there's replayability because like there's different options for speaking and then like there's the liquor and all that sort of stuff. And so like I would want to see about like maybe possibly seeing the other options, but we probably will just do the one playthrough and call it. So anyways, thanks everyone who stopped by. If you're watching this, make sure you're giving it a thumbs up. And go ahead and subscribe. And if you don't have notifications on, make sure you turn notifications on so that you can get notified the next time I go live. I hope you guys all have a wonderful week, wonderful evening, wonderful day, and that your food is prepared absolutely how you want it to be prepared and it's absolutely delicious. Good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite, and good morning, and afternoon, evening for everyone else. Goodbye.